Break out the Hot Pockets and the Red Bulls because the Snyder haters have been out this week. This is the Sox Rocker Show. Well, I had to step away from social media for a few days to recharge my brain and to remind myself that there is in fact a great big world out there that does not revolve around DC and Marvel and every other area of entertainment. But I'm back now, so let's get into this shit, shall we? Well, first it seems that a few set photos from Jimmy Gunn's Superman movie leaked of the character engineer who was played by Maria Gabriela de Faria. And well, they kind of confused people a wee bit. Now, I admit that I know very little about the engineer or the group authority that she apparently is a member of, but I do know one thing: the chick don't look like this. In the comics, she looks like this. I guess she is some kind of liquid machinery type of superhero, you see. Now, it is possible, I suppose, that this is not her final look and that she will look different once CGI is put into place, but who knows at this point. If you ask me, for now at least, her outfit kind of looks like something left over from Gamora's closet over on the Guardian spaceship. And I'm not even so sure that it was a true leak and that it wasn't simply something that was leaked out because everyone is bugging the hell out of James Gunn for anything Superman related, like his overhyped Superman suit that he's yet to reveal for Corn Sweat. And while I'm yapping about Gunn and the new DCU, it seems that, per the Hollywood Reporter, he and his old buddy Saffron are now developing a live-action Teen Titans film. Good news to some, I suppose, but to me it seems, well, a bit strange that we're getting a Titans movie before a Justice League movie, or the constantly promised and talked about and always being sidestepped when brought up Brave and the Bold film that Gunn himself said would be part of the new DCU's Chapter 1. But as with anything concerning or involving James Gunn's plans under promises, you just gotta learn to take them with a very large grain of salt. Hell, an entire truckload of salt for that matter, because the dude tells a lot of tall tales and seems to lie quite a bit, or should I say, bend the truth to fit his own narrative. Now, I'm not trying to piss off all the Snyder haters, aka Gunn fans here, but he does, and it's a fact. And speaking of Snyder haters, well, they sure came out in full force when Netflix released the trailer of Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 2, The Cigar Giver, a little while ago. They laughed and called it crap and said the same old tired negative things that they always say about Zack and his directing skills. He's overblown, he relies too much on slow motion, he doesn't know how to write or tell a story, his colors suck, blah, blah, blah. The funny thing is, the trailer's already been watched over 7.5 million times in only 24 hours. Now, that's not too bad for what some clowns over on X are calling garbage and that the movie is doomed to fail. Hell, a lot of them are even still harping on his comment on the Joe Rogan show about the formula Netflix uses to account for how many times a certain film has been viewed and by how many people. Not his formula, mind you, but Netflix's. They just can't seem to let it go. Hell, they can't let anything go when it comes to them playing whack-a-zack. They do not seem to grasp the fact that you cannot look at streaming videos and theater videos in the same way. Things have changed. It is what it is, Sluggo. But anyways, as far as the trailer goes, well, I liked it. And I'm looking forward to watching it along with the director's cuts coming later. Now, I can't close this show without talking about a movie that was released 3 years ago yesterday. Zack Snyder's Justice League. To me, it was and is a masterpiece. One of the best comic book movies ever made. The visuals, the narrative, the emotional ride that it took me on was epic, and as far as I'm concerned, nothing will be able to top it. The film left me wanting more. I wanted to see Darkseid take over the universe, and I wanted to see the Justice League fully formed, fight, and take it back. In short, I wanted to complete the journey with Zack. I wanted him to finish his story, his vision, in a way that only he himself can do. For me, at least, it's a shame that we may never get to see how it ends, and if we do, it will probably not be with many of the same actors that brought his DC world to life, because let's face it, we all get old. Yes, I know he's moved on, and I also know that DC World and all that it entails now is in the hands of the minds of James Gunn and Peter Safran, and I really do hope that they succeed because DC fans deserve to share in that success. But I will always wonder what if, and sometimes wish that it could all have been different somehow. Well, that's all I have for now. What do you think about those engineer picks? Did you like them? Do they suck? Do you even think they're finished? What about the news about a Teen Titans movie? You stoked about it? Does it make sense to come out before a Justice League or Brave and the Bold film? And finally, what are your thoughts about it being 3 years since the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League? Did you like it? Hate it? Do you miss Zack's world? If you do, if you would, why don't you leave some comments down below? Because I would really like to know how you feel about today's show. And if you like it, and why don't you hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep this little show going. And as always, thanks for stopping by. God bless. Socks out.